Hello and welcome to this edition of Shelby This Week. Here are some of the stories we have coming up. The fire department makes a big change. We have an update on COVID-19 vaccines, and we check out the results of the township's Giving Tree. We have these stories and more coming up on Shelby This Week. The Shelby Township Fire Department is known for its dedication to the residents of the township. With the recent changes in the department's hierarchy, you can still expect that same direction. Arthur Schenck has more.
There has been a change at the top of the Shelby Township Fire Department as Frank Pierce takes the reins as fire chief. He was sworn in this past week at the township boardroom by Clerk Stan Grott. Pierce, who first became a firefighter at the age of 18 with Bruce Township, eventually took a test for the Shelby Township Fire Department. And from a pool of hundreds of applicants, Frank made the cut and became part of the family.
To me, it was an amazing feat. I never expected to do that. And then coming up through the ranks here in Shelby and all the different classes and different teams I've been involved with, it's just been an amazing experience.
Working his way through the ranks of the Shelby Township Fire Department, Chief Pierce has been witness to the advancements made by the department's emergency response. Advancements that have helped the Shelby Township Fire Department become one of the most highly regarded departments in the state.
Back in the olden days, they would run into fires without their breathing apparatus, the SCBAs. It was a macho thing not to have to use one of those, and today you don't take it off when you're entering the building. That's the worst time to take off a mask. That's changed. Medical technology has just come leaps and bounds. From the monitors that we have, we can run 12 leads in the field, intubating patients, the different medication changes throughout the years.
As to the department's future and its job protecting the citizens of Shelby Township, Chief Pierce expects continued success in response and training.
A lot of our firefighters, they've got phenomenal ideas, and they want to go to school. They want to learn more. They want to be able to provide a better service for our community and the guests of our community. We have the only dive team the only dive rescue team in the area in Swiftwater. I believe there's some other departments around that can do the Swiftwater, but we've got the only dive team. I think the next closest one's Dearborn. We've got technical rescue, which includes trench rescue, high angle rescue, building collapse, and there's other disciplines, machine rescue. There's a lot of big machine shops in the area, and if someone gets trapped in one of those, these guys know how to tear apart that machine and go in and get our patient out. Then we've got hazardous materials, where we've got some of the top guys in the state on that team and here to see the vast knowledge that they have. And we also have I believe it's called the True Team, where they respond with the police to dangerous events, active assailant type things. So we've got 4 or 5 specialty teams, and it's a point of pride for a lot of these our firefighters. It's incredibly humbling that the township had the trust and allow me to lead a department like this. I mean, it's not a small undertaking, and I believe we are one of the best departments in the state. A lot of good departments around, but I'm proud of our people. I'm in awe of these guys. And I can't say enough about them. Just our residents are lucky to have what they have. When the township board says that they have the best fire department of firefighters in the country, I think they're right. I know they're right.
So expect to see that same commitment and dedication from your Shelby Township Fire Department that has helped keep Shelby Township voted as one of the safest communities in the country. For Shelby This Week, I'm Arthur Schenck.
We here at Shelby TV would like to congratulate Chief Pierce on his new position. With the recent release of the COVID vaccine, Macomb County is offering vaccinations to designated groups in the community. Macomb County Executive Mark Hackle had this to say about the difficulty in scheduling appointments.
We have put in a request that the state wants us to vaccinate this many people. We'll gladly do that with our health department. We will be one of those access points. We put in a request for 50,000 doses. We did that last week, and we only got 3,900. So that's quite a lower number than what we could actually take care of and what we can handle here in Macomb County. But the good thing about it is, I'm going to tell you, everybody that is able to schedule an appointment, the response that we're getting from people that are feedback about how it's being handled with our health department and the employees that are working over at that health department has been nothing but phenomenal. And they're very caring, they're compassionate. You can tell that people are very passionate about this and emotional, wanting that vaccine. So they're doing a great job of working with people, not only at the vaccination site, but even still at our testing site that we have over at Baker College.
For more updates, visit macombgov.org/COVID-19. We now go to Township Hall, where our annual Giving Tree had the biggest turnout yet.
So this year was an amazing year for our Giving Tree. It was the biggest year that we've had in all of the time that we've been doing this. We collected just over 10,000 items to donate to Samaritan House. We had over 3,000 bags of tea, over 700 rolls of toilet paper, 600 toothbrushes, 400 things of toothpaste. It was just an astronomical amount of items this year, and it was really awesome to see everybody from Shelby Township coming together in support.
This last year has been crazy, not only for our clients, but for our volunteers. The people that still are working were able to step up and provide essentials that our clients need, you know, the paper products, the shampoo, deodorant. They're very grateful, and I'm very grateful for all Shelby does for our community.
It's really nice being here in Shelby Township and being in a community that is so giving, to be able to see residents come together, business owners, the township employees, the staff, anybody that comes through Shelby Township participate in our Giving Tree in order to give back to those who are less fortunate during this time, those who need food, they need personal hygiene products. It's just really amazing to see the outpouring of support that we have in our community.
If you would like to volunteer or donate to the Samaritan House, visit their website at SamaritanHouseMichigan.org. The Shelby Township Treasurer's Office is closed until January 25th because of a COVID-19 exposure. During this closure, you can conduct business through the Township Hall drop box and at local Fifth Third Bank branches. On today's Business of the Week, a local business features fun virtual reality games and activities. Let's take a look at Virtual Chaos.
Welcome to Virtual Chaos. We'll give you the best gaming experience guaranteed. Virtual Chaos is a virtual reality gaming center that we designed with the benefit of using family experience along with a friend experience to make kind of an activity social hour for kids, adults, families in general. Virtual reality is the idea of gaming with a headset which puts you inside of a all-around 360 pictured world. So while you're wearing the headset, you can see behind you, in front of you, to the side of you, below you, and it creates a more real-life attraction for you to be inside of the game versus in front of the game.
Oh my God, it just jumped at me.
Opening our business during the pandemic has been a little bit rough. We've struggled since the beginning, mostly just because a lot of people are worried about the safety. We have gone above and beyond to make sure that our customers, when they come in, can feel safe. We'll have everything that they need to enjoy their experience. We've provided face mask covers that go inside of the headset, so it actually touches your face before the headset touches your face. And we just really strive on wiping everything down the second that they're done with it.
Yeah, but it doesn't help with the monsters.
There is nothing like Virtual Chaos. There are other arcades, there are other gaming centers around. There's nothing specifically directed toward just virtual reality. Everything that we do in here is for virtual reality. We don't have any extra gaming. It's strictly headsets, strictly another world that you can jump into to have fun.
If you have a business that you want to be featured on Business of the Week, you may call 586-254-7130, or you may email Shelby TV at shelbytwp.org. Still ahead on Shelby This Week, a local baker shares some tasty, healthy recipes to help you stick to your New Year's resolutions. And we have some tips to keep you active during your workday. Stay tuned during the break to see our Shelby Township Fire Department's new recruitment video.
The Shelby Township Fire Department is looking for full-time firefighter medics. Created in 1953 with the help of one volunteer, it has grown to over 70 full-time staff who work from the 5 fire stations located throughout the township. Specializing in fire protection and emergency medical response. Are you ready to join a team and become part of a family that constantly strives to raise the bar in professionalism and dedication? The Shelby Township Fire Department also trains in dive and swiftwater rescue. Hazardous material response, tactical response, and technical rescue. As one of Shelby Township's firefighter medics, you'll receive competitive pay, excellent benefits, career development, and the pride of being part of the team that helped keep Shelby Township rated among Michigan's safest communities. Rise to the challenge, wear the patch, and make a difference. Contact 586-726-7241 or go to shelbytwp.org and click Careers.
Hi, I'm Anthony Anderson, and on TV, I play a dad who has it all. But growing up, my real life was very different. My parents taught me that tomorrow isn't promised to anyone. That's why they each had life insurance to take care of the future. I got my first policy when I was 18. Now, would your family be okay if something happened to you? If you can buy a latte, you can buy life insurance. It's that affordable. Join me in taking care of our family's futures at lifehappens.org.
A public service message from the nonprofit Life Happens.
Nearly half of children with autism wander away from safe places. If you ever see a child walking alone, remember the 3 S's: stop, seek, and stay. Learn more at missingkids.com/aware.
As we enter the new year, it can be hard to stick to those resolutions. To help you stay on track, we talked to Faithfully Clean Bakery for a delicious and healthy cookie recipe.
Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a healthy treat that has better ingredients, but you still get that like sweet treat that you're probably craving. So we're gonna make peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. They're gluten-free, they're dairy-free. They're made with peanut butter, but you can actually swap the peanut butter for almond butter and make them peanut-free too. We're gonna start with a 1.5 cups of almond flour. Almond flour is a really, really great gluten-free option. So then we're gonna add some salt. I love using like pink Himalayan salt or like a Celtic sea salt as opposed to like your typical like iodized salt. Then we're just gonna add 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Then we're gonna go with the wet ingredients. So we're gonna start with our eggs. We're just gonna do 2 eggs. I like to use organic eggs if possible. After we do the eggs, we're going to add in our peanut butter. Problem with peanut butter is that a lot of times the peanut butter that people use has a bunch of added sugars in it and like weird oils and all that kind of stuff. Check your ingredients on your peanut butter. The only ingredients on this one are peanuts and sea salt. A good tip if you have your measuring sticky stuff is you can oil your measuring cup and it actually makes it a lot easier to get that out. So we have a 1/2 cup of peanut butter, and then we're gonna do a 1/2 cup of maple syrup. We're going to put some vanilla. I love vanilla and I never like to measure it, so I always just kind of go for it on the vanilla. We're going to add them right into the dry ones. All right, and the last thing we're going to add are chocolate chips because chocolate chips make everything better. I like to use mini chocolate chips in this one. I think it just spreads it out a little bit better, so you can get some in every bite. And then we're gonna scoop these out. We're gonna preheat our oven to 350, and then we're gonna put them in for just about 9 minutes. They cook pretty fast. You can't tell that they're browning very much on the top. The bottoms get relatively brown, but they're gonna rise and get nice and fluffy pretty quickly. So put these in for 9 minutes. All right, so now you're done with your healthy peanut butter fluffy chocolate chip cookies. But if you don't want to do the baking, you can check out my website, faithfullycleanbakery.com, and see a bunch of different treats that I have, all following these similar guidelines. You're not breaking your New Year's resolutions, you're hoping to stick with those cleaner ingredients and all that, but you still get to satisfy that sweet tooth that a lot of us have.
Staying active during the week can be hard. However, we spoke to certified personal trainer Andy Vanslebrook for some simple functional tips.
Being healthy is an important part of a lot of people's lives, so today I will be sharing with you 5 functional tips to help get your new year started off on the right foot. The first tip I have is to take the stairs whenever given the option. I know a lot of people are working from home, but if you are going into an office that has stairs, take that over the elevator. It just gets your heart rate up a little bit, gives you a little change in the middle of your day. But if you are working from home and have the opportunity to have multiple stories, you can go down to the basement, up to the top level, just take a few laps throughout your day to break up sitting and staring at a computer for a long part of your day. So tip number 2 is to park a little bit farther away in a parking lot. So this, again, if you're going into an office, being an essential worker, or going into any places that are open, such as grocery stores, just choose to park farther away in the parking lot so you have a longer walk into the store to get a few extra steps in that you normally wouldn't. Tip number 3 is for when you're sitting at a desk. It is recommended that you change your seating position about once every hour. So some ideas for that are to sit in a chair, and then moving on to some other options, you can stand and put your computer maybe on a countertop. You can sit on your knees, you can sit on one knee at a time. If you have an exercise ball, you can use that to sit on to kind of engage your core while you're working. So there's many ways to change your seating position while you work so that you are not getting so stiff and staying in one position throughout your workday. So tip number 4 is to walk around your office or home, wherever you are throughout the day, every hour. So it's recommended to do about 10 minutes every hour just to get your blood flowing. If that's not really possible for you, you can do 2 to 5 minutes. If you can do more than 10 minutes, that's great too. Just whatever works best for you is a great amount of time. So you can walk around your house, you can walk around your office, you can bundle up and go outside. But the tip here is just to simply get moving so you're not staying seated for a long period of time. So tip number 5 is to try to drink water every time you get up to take those walks around the office or the house. It's recommended to drink half your body weight in ounces of water a day, so a great way to attain this goal is to drink a little bit of water every hour, and you can do that while you're walking around to help keep track of it. These are 5 functional tips that you can incorporate throughout your day. There's no right answer. You can do all of these. You can do different variations of these. Just whatever is realistic and something that you're actually able to sustain throughout your day is a great way to help get you moving and get you active throughout your workday.
For more tips and workout ideas, visit Fit with Andy on Facebook and Instagram. We now take you to Movie of the Week, where Brenna Noyes reviews the award-winning film Lion.
For today's Movie of the Week, we are talking about the 2016 biographical drama Lion. It was directed by Garth Davis and stars Dev Patel, Rooney Mara, and Nicole Kidman. The film is based on the 2013 nonfiction book A Long Way Home by Saru Burrelli. Lion tells the true story of Saru, who, at 5 years old, gets lost on a train, separated from his family in India, and adopted by an Australian couple. 25 years later, Saru is determined to find out where he comes from, and sets out to reunite with his birth family. The movie uses a linear chronological storytelling method that splits up young Saru's story during the first half of the film and older Saru's journey through the last. Even though this decision can cause the pacing of the film to feel a bit incohesive and stagnant at times, the overall emotions of Sur's journey still affects the audience quite successfully. Also, the incredible acting by Sunny Pawar, Dev Patel, and Nicole Kidman absolutely shine in this movie. Especially Sunny, who at only 8 years old had the difficult task of carrying the entire first half of this film. Immediately, you can't help but fall in love with him, which breaks your heart when you see him separated from his family and forced to survive on his own. Because of the heart-wrenching performance by the young actor, we as an audience already have strong emotional ties to Saru when the character switches to the equally outstanding actor Dev Patel. And because the real Borelli family was so involved in the making of this film, Lion carries a sense of authenticity and truth to it. And the amazing cinematography by Greg Fraser not only captured the raw emotions from all the characters, but also the beauty of both Australia and India. Overall, Lion was a huge commercial success, making over $140 million worldwide at the box office, and currently holds the position of being the 5th highest grossing Australian film of all time. It was also a huge critical success. It was nominated for 6 Academy Awards and won 2 BAFTAs for Best Supporting Actor and Best Adapted Screenplay. I would definitely recommend watching Lion if you're looking for an emotional, true story that tugs at the heartstrings. If you would like to check out Lion or any other great movies, just call the Shelby Township Library at 586-739-7414.
If you're interested in Lion or any other movie featured on Movie of the Week, they are available to check out at the Shelby Township Library. Coming up next on Shelby This Week, a local event planner wins an award, and we meet a 115-pound Rottweiler looking for his forever home.
Let's be real. There are days when every mom wants to tell her kids to take a hike.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
Because when you take us hiking,
or let us run outside,
and acting silly, you're making our lives healthier and happier.
So next time when Mom wants you to take a hike,
tell her to go to beoutthere.org to find fun ideas for helping kids enjoy the great outdoors.
Be out there!
You're always trying to keep your kids safe, right? What about preventing concussion? Concussion can happen anywhere, on a sports field, at the park, even at home. So you need to know the ABCs. Assess the situation, be alert for signs and symptoms, and contact a healthcare professional. Most kids recover completely, but seek care to help them get better faster. To learn more, go to cdc.gov/concussion. Keep kids safe. It's as simple as ABC.
We now take a look at a Macomb County resident who won a year-long mentorship from celebrity event planner David Tudor.
My name is Francesca, and I am the lead event planner and owner of Forevermore Design Events. We are located in Macomb, Michigan. So I have been part of event planning pretty much since I was a kid. I'm Italian and I grew up in a very big family. So celebrating has always been something that we've all done. My mom was always into making our parties really cute and fun. So I definitely got the inspiration from her. I jumped in, and then from there I started my own business, Forevermore Design, and here we are today. I was super excited, looked forward to this year. This was going to be the biggest year yet. And then COVID happened. So everything shifted. And instead of just accepting that this was going to be the end of my business, I decided that I wanted to educate myself and see what other options there were. And an ad popped up on my Facebook that was for the Event Planners Association that was affiliated with David Tutera. And David Tutera is a celebrity event planner. So I hopped on, thought, what is this that is being advertised? And it was a 5-day educational challenge. There was about 100 of us that graduated. And in the middle of the ceremony, they just randomly announced that they were going to award someone a scholarship to David Tutera's year-long mentorship. And they announced my name, and I was the one that they chose. We have 2 Zoom calls a month, and we have different topics that we go on, different ways to do micro weddings, which are all on the computer, really anything related to business, not just event planning. The pressure during COVID is times 1,000 because You try to create this vision to your clients of what their event could be. And now when you add the element of, oh, this is a whole new world, and you're trying to stay as confident, and sometimes we don't know because this is brand new to us to have to incorporate elements like going virtual and trying to really make your guests feel like they're part of the event, even though they're not physically there in person. So the pressure of like, is everything going to arrive on time? Is technology going to take away the opportunity of celebrating? I mean, there's so many things. Favorite part about event planning is honestly the joy that I get when I'm planning it, when I'm organizing it. And then when you get to the day, it's just so awesome to reveal all of the things that you thought of in your crazy mind. So I get so excited about that we get to bring it to life and just make people happy. That's honestly, it sounds so cheesy, but I literally live for making people happy. So that's why I do what I do.
Now let's visit the Humane Society of Macomb, where a giant love bug named Teddy is looking for a place to call home.
Teddy is a 115-pound Rottweiler, and he got his name Teddy because he is a big teddy bear. He is just a gentle giant, loves everybody, loves everything, likes nothing more than just to roll over and have you scratch his belly. He's one of the favorites around here. Everyone loves him. I really think he'd be an ideal dog for any size family and even a first-time pet owner because he is so laid back. You know, when you see him, his size overwhelms people, but then when you get to know him, his personality, he's just a big baby. And he would do well with kids, he would do well with other pets, he would do well just about in any home. Just that this time of year, you know, we are taking donations again. We need all sorts of supplies. We're completely dependent on the generosity of the community around us. So if you're interested in dropping off some supplies, we have a list of what we're looking for on our website, humanesocietyofmacomb.org, and you can drop those off anytime between 8 and 5. We've got a picnic table right out front. You can just drop them right on the picnic table. You don't even have to give them to us directly.
If you or someone you know is interested in adopting an animal from the Humane Society, visit humanesocietyofmacomb.org. That's all we have for this edition of Shelby This Week. Remember, you can always watch us online or on Facebook. Just search Shelby TV. We will leave you now with scenes of Maystecker Park. Enjoy, and thanks for watching.